Okay, day one, we're at the Monitor Audio Group booth, and I'm here with Michael Hedges, our technical director, and we're going to start the tour with our statement loudspeaker, Hyphn, recently launched to bookend the brand's 50th anniversary. They're $95,000 a pair. Michael, tell us a bit more about what makes Hyphn so interesting and different.
Yeah, so Hyphn's really about where we're going on a journey as a company. It's about bringing in some new innovative technologies and making a statement about what we're up to. So we really focused on making the soundstage and imaging a really big factor of what we're trying to do. So we designed a point source loudspeaker. We have our new MPD3 tweeter in the middle here, surrounded by 6 2-inch mid-range drivers. This creates a point source coaxial drive unit, and then behind that we have 4 8-inch bass drivers.
The material that the cabinets are made out of, not conventional wood in any. So tell us a little bit about the actual cabinet material, because of course, you know, they're almost completely rigid in terms of the way that the cabinets are designed. Perhaps you could just talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this is an acrylic mineral stone, and it's thermoformable. So we take sheets and we thermoform them and join them into a single piece. So once it's glued together, the way you bond them together is as strong as the material itself. So once you've bonded those sheets and formed them together, it becomes one whole piece. And to the extent that the port tube inside, which sits up the inside edge here from underneath, is part of the cabinet as well.
You mentioned we've got 6 2-inch mid-drivers around an MPD3 transducer. Why that? Why 6 individual drive units?
Yes.
What's so special about having 6 of them?
So if you start with trying to make a coaxial loudspeaker, you effectively have to put a tweeter in the middle of a mid-range driver. And you can do that with a single drive unit. But that single drive unit has to be in some ways compromised because you put a hole in the middle. So it's not as strong as it could otherwise be. But it also has to have a certain shape to have strength. By breaking it down into lots of small drive units, those drive units are able to have very wide bandwidth, which you need for a mid-range driver. So these little drive units here, each one extends well over 10 kilohertz.
And obviously they're not particularly large for a statement loudspeaker. No. Often when you see these great big statement loudspeakers, they are enormous, over 2 meters tall. Why is Hyphn the size that it is?
So we were looking at reasonable sized rooms and the speaker that you need to drive energy into that room and to create an experience in that room. We then were looking for it being a statement loudspeaker, so it's got headroom. So we wanted the speaker to outperform that scenario. But we also wanted the speaker to sit in the aesthetics of that space in a really comfortable manner. So although it's a unique aesthetic, and you know, some people will really like it, some people might not, and that's fine, it's not a huge loudspeaker and it has an aesthetic tendency that means that it will fit in a space without overbearing.
So there you have it, Hyphn Monitor Audio statement loudspeaker. If you want more information on the Hyphn, head to monitoraudio.com.